What's up?
I just want everyone to know how dirty Mike's desk is.
I don't want anyone knowing.
Everyone's gonna know. I can't show you this chat.
I'm gonna do that to yours.
Wow. Go look at mine. Oh, are we live? I already flew off the handle. Who are we? Anybody here? I don't care. I don't care. How long have we been married?
Too long.
Exactly. 13 years?
Yeah.
It's warranted. I'm allowed. I feel like my ears are gonna fly off with these earrings. They're so heavy.
God.
My whole ear is like.
Don't go outside with those. Wind will catch.
This is why I'm live.
That's me viewers.
Why does my chair keep turning, guys? This is why we're live now. Help me.
I don't know how to lock it.
I don't know how to lock. Don't you do anything on the rug.
Oh, please.
This dog had an eventful night on this rug.
Yeah, this dog is leaving right now. This dog's going inside. Marmalade, come on. We'll go that way. Yes. I'll chase you.
Oh, this chair. Oh no, he left me alone and live. Oh no, I'm so awkward. Come back. Come back. All right, guys, are we ready? I don't even know. I can't tell if anyone's watching. I don't know how YouTube. Don't know YouTube. Are we ready for Posh Fest? Oh my God, if he doesn't come back right now, I'm going to die. Good morning. Thank you. Someone said something. Oh, we really are live. Good morning. Come back. Don't ever do that again.
We got 8 viewers.
Don't ever leave me alone like that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, the pressure was
Good morning, Brenda. Can you guys hear us? Okay, just making sure.
Oh yeah, can anybody hear us? I've been talking the whole time.
Shaking mirror.
Maybe I'll check on my phone.
Good morning. I think we also sent out an email.
Oh, I just got my. Okay, we can hear.
Cool. How's everyone doing?
Are we that pixelated?
No, that's just your phone.
Oh no, it's happening.
You could just turn that off.
I'm trying.
So, what does everybody think is gonna happen today? Today is annually one of the most, anticipated days of the year for Poshmark sellers. So, if you want, put it in the chat what you guys think is going to happen today. What is Manish the Chandra going to say?
The Chandra.
I like
that.
Chandra.
The Chandra. Marine life. Awesome. What do you think is going to happen today, Michael?
I mean, I could say what I hope is going to happen, what I think is going to happen.
As a person, as you.
Me personally, I don't think much is going to happen today. I'm 50-50 on it. I think they're still working on things. Oh, the mic is not that clear? Let's see. Let's do the settings here.
I'm dealing with bronchitis. Getting over it. So.
Okay, microphone should work. Yeah. An echo cancellation. Let's get all of that off. Oh, this should be a lot better. Is this a lot better? Let us know.
Go say something.
Hello.
Say something.
It should be a lot better. We turned off the echo and noise suppression, so I'm hoping that it works.
So my vibe for this year's Posh Fest, it doesn't feel like anything. It's kind of like, is it really today Posh Fest?
Picture is not clear.
I told you it wasn't clear.
Should be clear.
P up there.
Oh, okay. Oh, 30 FPS.
Oh.
Better sound. Okay. Video. Logitech video. Auto resolution. High definition. Let's try that. Let's see if that's better. Just let us know if the video is a little better.
Why wouldn't it go 4K?
I don't know. It's like a streaming thing. It was better than once before. But I did mess with the video settings. So, but anyway, our video is not that important. It's
Yeah.
the Posh Fest streaming. So
I don't think much is going to happen today.
yeah,
I don't think they're going to, I think they're going to focus on live selling.
yeah, I think so too.
I hope they focus on Canada a little too, because Canada is just never getting anything.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that part. I think Canada's struggling as far as postal stuff, post office.
Oh, their Canada Post is going through it right now.
Back on.
What the heck?
We're back on.
Oh, look at all the chat in the Posh Fest thing. I'd lose my face. I cannot.
Yes.
I hope I froze in a flattering position at least.
Yeah, we got disconnected. Now we're back on. We should be back on.
YouTube is a little funsies today. It's usually
Yeah.
not choppy, so yeah, I don't think anything great. What are you guys hoping at least for Posh Fest? What can benefit you? I can't imagine. I just feel like they need to fix stuff.
Yeah,
I hope they don't do anything new.
I don't think so. I don't think they will for some reason. I have a feeling that they won't.
You mentioned AI technology.
Yeah,
They've been for a year.
yeah, they're still working on that AI stuff. They really are.
I've noticed what is it called? What we do. What we do.
Oh, the
Mannequin thing.
yeah, the stock photos.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do something with stock photos.
Yeah, maybe. It
But
could be.
because I've seen Walmart doing new stock photo AI stuff. Maybe they're working on that. That's what we do already, though.
Yeah.
That's what we're working on. I don't know. This is the first year where I don't know.
I really don't know either.
We've been talking about this for months. No clue.
Yeah.
No clue. And Posh Ambassador 3?
Yeah.
I've seen Walmart.
Oh yeah, I see. We're looking good.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, we're
Posh
fucking good.
Ambassador 3.
Yeah.
Like, that's a given. If there's a 1 and 2, is there going to be 3? Probably.
Yeah. Because they don't have much expectations. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The merge is going to be. It's coming very soon. We're in the final stages of testing. We're just waiting on the developers to give us a final version of it that we can test, so that quality control, guys.
Yeah,
Quality
it doesn't
control.
go out unless we really, really think it's
got to be
not good. Great.
It's got to be good enough for you guys.
Yeah, because we're resellers, eBay, Poshmark, all that. So we're using it consistently, and there's a bug here or there, we will not release it until it works. So
yeah, it's important, highly important.
What is Manish wearing today? What are we thinking? Is he gonna come out in a cowboy hat?
Are we taking bets? Let's take some bets.
Get a free month of Sidekick if you could say what he's gonna come out wearing.
Yes. Is he wearing a hat? I don't know.
If he comes out in a hat, what color hat is it?
Yeah.
He's gonna come out like a Stetson man.
I'm gonna say he's coming out in a bow tie. What?
Have you ever seen the state of Tennessee?
I don't know if he's gonna dress like a Tennessean.
A bow tie. There's no hope.
One of those cowboy rope thingies.
Yeah, I have one of them for sale. It's like one of these strings. I just wanted my coffee.
Blue. Jeanette said blue.
A blue. Got you.
Okay.
Got you.
At least we got one person.
All right.
Anyone else want to take a bet on what
I'm
color?
going to say white.
That's if he's wearing a hat. Okay? We're assuming he's wearing a hat.
You better come out clicking and clacking and some boots. You better make up for this Posh Fest somehow.
Some tap boots.
I want the whole Posh team to line dance.
Oh my God.
No, that would be fun.
They're like 50 Posh ambassadors line dancing.
Yes. They're gonna do. Oh, Tennessee. I've always wanted to go to Tennessee. We had tickets for this event, but our daughter started school yesterday. Yeah, so all bets were off.
Couldn't make it. Well, so far we got a blue hat, a bolo tie. Okay. Hopefully something he bought on Poshmark. We'll have to verify it. Cowboy boots. Okay. If any of those are correct, you guys will all get 1 month free.
You know what's funny? He usually comes out with these huge sneakers on. So I'm really thinking he's coming out with huge boots on.
Yes. Good morning, Jennifer. Butts. I don't know what that is.
I think it's a typo. Didn't we learn to first read before we say comments?
Yes.
Yeah, we've learned that one the hard way. First we read it in our minds and then we say it out loud.
Yes.
When does this thing start?
Oh, it should have started.
It's 11:11. Make a wish, everybody.
Yeah, it should have started.
I wish for a good a knit top.
Okay.
Did someone just say a knit top? Yeah. It's 97 degrees out there.
Suede brown vest.
But it's 97 degrees out in Tennessee.
Oh.
It's like 100 degrees.
Yeah, but you don't know how cranked the air conditioner is in there. What's up, Jeanette? Jeanette. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Could be Jeanette.
Could be Jeanette.
Could be Jeanette.
We can agree it's Rodriguez.
Yeah. We can read that part at least. San Diego, born and raised, now loving Tennessee.
Wow. All right. Look at you. Very You're nice. Like double Posh Fest right there. Last year was San Diego.
Mm-hmm. We're here just waiting for the live stream to start for the State of the Posh Union 2024. Today is the day we've been anticipating all year since last year. Last year, they came out with AI descriptions AI listing, and they still haven't released it.
You mean Posh Lens?
No, it's
yes, it reads all that stuff.
They create the listing for you.
Janet, like Janet. Pictures. I told you it was Janet.
Janet, like Janet Jackson. Okay, we got it. Good. Wish I was there. Wanted to go.
We had tickets. Luckily, we got our money back, refunds. Not for Posh Fest. We had airline and hotel. It was $4,000.
Yeah. It was expensive.
I could tell you 4,000 things. I'd rather.
Here we go, fellers.
Yes, agreed. The next 48 hours.
I'm gonna make this screen bigger for you guys.
I'm gonna just
still chat.
All right. So up next, we have someone that is dying to come and say hello and welcome you all. It's our founder and CEO, Manish Chandra.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Nashville. What an incredible place to be here together. It's a city that is very, very special. Who's enjoyed some music here? It's a city that's not just about music, it's about entertainment, but it's also really about embracing your uniqueness. There's so many different musical styles, so many different things that are happening that come together as we think about Nashville. It's a great city, and it's a great city for our 10th in-person Posh Fest. So welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Without much further ado, I thought we should talk a little bit about the theme of this conference. So we might be having some AV things here. theme this year is really about connection. It's really about connecting together. It's about coming together. It's about sharing your stories, sharing what you've learned, and of course, learning from each other. Let me ask you, how many people this is their first Posh Fest? Raise your hand. Welcome. And for how many people it's their 10th Posh Fest? They've come here every time. Welcome again, and welcome to everyone else. It's great. I see many people who were there in 2013 when we hosted this conference for the first time in Las Vegas. And I met so many of you last night as we went through several of the Posh Connects who are here for the first time. So it's great. Whether you're here for the first time or here for the 10th time, there's something new to do. And if anything, there's always new people to connect with that you can learn from. For me, I learned the best from all of you. So as we think about connections, as we think about each of these pieces, one of the things that I wanted to do was to really allow and enable you to share your journeys as entrepreneurs. And when we think about sharing your journeys as entrepreneurs, really the key for all of you is you've taken it for a variety of reasons. Some of you have taken it out of losing a job and starting a business. For some of you, it's a source of joy. It's something that gives you something new and fun to do. For some, it's about taking care of a loved one or somebody sick. And then you come together with each other. So in the spirit of that, I thought I will take a minute to share my own entrepreneurial journey.
Aww.
And so what I thought I would do is share a little bit about how it all started. I grew up in small towns in India, and I was lucky enough to be born in a family that valued education. Both my father and mother had master's degrees, and my mom in particular really focused us to study and focus on education early on. One of the interesting facts is that I was born and delivered by a doctor who was actually American, who was doing a residency and a program in India. So it was funny that, 18, 20 years later, I landed up in America. I got amazing education through the system, but also my mom in the early days allowed us to kind of experience some freedom. So she would send us to our grandparents' house. So I spent every summer and winter in our grandparents' house. And in that house, I learned a lot of things, which is about self-sufficiency and independence. But one of the things that my grandfather used to do was he would take me out to the markets. He would take me out to the bazaars. And what I saw there was people interacting with each other, people bargaining. And those were safe days. I'm talking in the 70s, and we would be allowed to roam in this market with thousands of people. So we just go around, talk, and see everything. And one of the things I saw was real liveliness in human interaction. And as I, started to sort of do my journey here, first company I started was around collaborative shopping. It was sort of a Pinterest. People were collaborating around it. But that gave me some insight and really starting to think forward. The thing I loved is that the thing that shopping, particularly online shopping, is missing is this sense of community. And that community was very hard to get if you don't intentionally build it into the platform. So we coined this term social shopping, and we really wanted to bring it to the forefront. And the second thing is when you think of fashion, fashion is inherently social. You talk to each other, you're getting connections, you're getting information. And a lot of the stuff that was happening in online shopping, particularly 10, 12 years back, is you do some comparison shopping, you look at stuff, and you make a decision. There was not this interactivity that was missing. And so how do you do that? How do you sort of bring it all together? That was sort of around the fashion. But then when you start to think about that interaction and the process, the first thing that I always think about is how do you build your own team? How do you build your own community? And so to that end, I was growing up in Silicon Valley. I had already had a company that was somewhat successful. And so I had connections in the technology and product thing. I had my co-founders from my previous company, Chetan and Gautam. So I brought them into the fold. But the one thing I was really missing is true fashion DNA in the company, somebody who understood fashion at the very core. And so I actually went on a founder dating spree. I said, let me meet a lot of people who actually grew up in the fashion space. I met a lot of different folks, but ultimately, one of our investors, who became our future investor, connected me to Tracy. And Tracy Tracy and I just had an instant connection. We met at a cafe, and we just sort of felt this is the right thing for both of us to do. She was looking for someone with deep technology background, and for me, I was looking for someone who came from fashion background, but also had a lot of appreciation for technology. So we decided to do this journey together. And as we sort of went along, the fifth person who joined us as our first employee along the journey is Leanne, and she brought in the community DNA. So with that team, we were then ready to take on the ambitious task of creating Poshmark. What inspired Poshmark's creation was both the previous journey, looking at our closet, which was full of unopened bags at that time, but then also the arrival of new technology in the form of iPhone 4. When I looked at all of these pieces, the idea of Poshmark really came together and became real. And that's how we started the journey. Now, along the journey, we made several bets. And this is something really important. And it goes back to thinking about how you bet and how you focus. You know, we talk about embracing your weirdness as a core value of Poshmark, and it's really all about focus. So what we said was we're going to only create an iPhone application. Initially, we said it won't even have any kind of like core discovery besides social discovery. You had to connect with people in order to actually shop on Poshmark. And all of the interactions would be public, so you could actually interact in public. Apart from that, we would simplify everything, so you don't have to do anything. I mean, our vision was this 18-year-old girl in her dorm trying to sell a dress. She doesn't want to be a seller. She doesn't want to get payment processing approved. She doesn't want to source inventory. How do we make it simple and fun for her? So that was sort of the narrow focus with which we started. And what that meant was actually not doing a lot of things. We didn't have a website. We didn't have multiple apps. We focused on this one journey. And that's sort of something, if you think about, when you are trying to focus, it's the hardest thing to do because you see so many possibilities. But focus is what creates value because in that focus lies eternity. In that focus lies the germ of everything. If you think of Google, Google came out with this little search box, and that was the entire product. And that allowed them to become the biggest technology and product company and internet company. So that was sort of our focus. And that bet ended up turning out to be a great bet because at that time, investors didn't think that people would buy on the mobile phone. People didn't think they would sell properly on the mobile phone. People thought they needed a whole web form factor. We made all of those bets together, and that allowed us to really come out with a product that made sense, that captured the imagination, and allowed us to sort of get that initial spurt. But along the way, there were significant challenges because we were challenging the very roots of the system that was there. We were challenging how products are shipped. We said everyone, we didn't want a girl to wake up in the morning and say, oh, how heavy are these boots? How heavy is this bag? How do I ship it? Do I go to the post office? Do I put a weighing scale? I mean, you don't want to be selling a wedding dress and putting it on a scale. So we wanted to simplify that process. So we created Posh Post. But at that time, it didn't exist. So what happened was we created a layer on top of USPS's APIs, which is the ability to access their systems, and bet on the fact that this simple shipping system ultimately will be something that USPS will partner with us. Well, they did understand in the early days. So they even sent postal inspectors to challenge us, potentially arrest. They said, we sent our marketplace operations had to meet them. No, we want to meet the CEO because that's the one who's making all these problems. But those problems became the seeds of opportunities, and we were able to connect with USPS, and they've become huge partners for us and we for them. And we created in 2014 Posh Post, which is the system you see today, which allows you to ship 5 pounds with a single shipping label without having to worry about anything, and everything goes super fast. And super fast was critical because what is fashion? We spend eternity trying to make up our mind what we want to buy, but once we buy, we want to wear it that Friday, right? That's why we want to use priority post. The second thing we wanted to do was when a girl and a person is setting out of their closet, there's this sense of, I'm sending something and I want to really not be judged on my closet because I'm already so nervous that is somebody going to like my closet? Is somebody like my clothes? And if you guys can all remember when you started your journey with Poshmark and you put that first item, you're like, is anybody even going to buy this thing? So we started the platform with no ratings. And even today, the ratings you have are actually private. And part of it was out of a sense of respect and love. Because we were taking care of the transaction, we wanted to make sure we are doing all of that to buffer the person. And that was to mobilize everyday people to come and sell on Poshmark, not just the professional sellers, and start that journey. So there were many bets we made along the way. Many of them challenged us, but we never sort of waffled. We never wavered from our journey and continued to take many bullets along the way in order to scale the business and take it to the next level. And that is, I think, an important part of the problem is that the journey goes through its ups and downs. There are many things you have to be flexible around, but then there are the core values that you don't want to give up. And those core values really define who you are. And if you shift them, they have to be meaningful reasons why you want to shift them. But at the same time, if you're constantly swaying to the current trends and not able to look into the future, I think the future always becomes much smaller than being very focused and where you want to take it. So if you look at this journey, it starts with a team. You can't do anything without the team. The team could be your family. The team could be the people you recruit initially. It could be your spouse. It could be your kids. And I was lucky to have team at home with my wife and my kids and my family, team at work with these amazing people who started the journey, and then some amazing investors who supported us through the thing, including Mayfield and Menlo, who joined us very early in the journey. So all of that took us into the future. But then we faced some really incredible challenges going into 2019 and 2020. COVID came, and right before COVID, we've had the biggest Posh Fest ever in Phoenix. We were about to launch 100 physical Posh events, and we had to cancel all of that because COVID just shut us down. And so I'm really happy, by the way, to see the scale of the event and for all of you to be here at the scale and the presence. Give yourself a big hand. It's amazing that after 5 years, we're back to where we were in Phoenix and really even bigger and more vibrant in many ways. But all of those challenges gave us more courage and more innovation to start, and we took the company to the next level, and that became sort of where we are. When you think about what we have done in this whole process is we've really created a powerful community that sustained itself through the pandemic. Many of you have supported each other. I was hearing the story of Lynn, who's here, by the way. Hi, Lynn. And many of you supported Lynn through the ups and downs that she went through as a cancer survivor and an accident survivor. So thank you all for supporting Lynn. And Lynn, thank you for being part of this community and always serving this community. We have people who've raised money through Posh shows and given that to women who are being abused, women who want to escape difficult relationships. And we have so many stories of you guys coming together as a community. And that's something that, at least to me, I wake up every day and get super inspired that this is what I want to do. This is the people we want to serve. And for you, that is really something that makes this very special. It's not only a platform that you're buying and selling, but it's a platform that every day you're supporting other sellers and other folks beyond anything else. When we think about growing together, when we think about really scaling, we are talking about the scale of this community. Whatever you are doing is really helping you grow, but you don't grow if all of the people around you don't grow. And that's very built into Poshmark. If you think about it, when you're selling, you're not selling for yourself. You're promoting other sellers. Even in a show, you're not just selling your own stuff, you're curating other people's stuff. People are encouraging each other, you're supporting each other. That's very unique. And I hope we never lose that as a platform and as a community, is always focused in helping each other so that your journey is not a solo journey, it's a journey of togetherness and community. Let's talk a little bit about some of the data. We have grown to 130 million people who've registered with the platform today. That is really a crazy number. And these are 130 million entrepreneurs, parents, students, teachers, doctors. All kinds of community is involved in Poshmark today. And almost everyone is probably represented in people around you. So take a minute to say hello. Find a new person, talk to them. You'll learn something new. You'll learn something powerful about Poshmark and about their story. Wow. We announced a little bit earlier that all of you cumulatively have earned over $7 billion. And we know those $7 billion probably involved 70 billion shares. They involve taking billions of photos. They involve answering billions of customer questions. You know, what is the size? When you've written the size there, we know that, right? It involves answering and dealing with a lot of different things and then shipping millions and millions and millions of packages. So thank you, but together we can take it 10x bigger, right? And we always have this next phase of growth that we are going to do together. So this is just the beginning of an amazing journey that we are taking together as a community. But the most powerful thing is you haven't lost your physical connection. Last night, I think there were over a dozen events being hosted. Some were small, some were big, but you showed up. You were connecting. And Leanne and I think, went to probably like at least 7 or 8 of the different events and met so many of you. That level of community, whether it's a Poshmark hosted event like Posh Fest or a community hosted event or you meeting up, that's what defines the Poshmark community. So it's really amazing to see thousands of events that we've hosted since the beginning and many, many more to come, especially with live selling now so much part of your day-to-day lives. Well, we are in Nashville, and when we are in Nashville, we need to talk about Nashville stuff, right? How many people are wearing cowboy boots here? Awesome. Well, let me just give you a little bit of a stat when we talk about the environmental impact, the sustainability. Each of you, through your actions, is impacting sustainability at a deep level. When you think of a single pair of jeans consumes over 1,000 gallons of water. Cumulatively, you have recirculated over 15 million jeans. When you think about the impact, that's 15 billion gallons of water that was not consumed to produce 15 million jeans that we are all wearing that you bought from each other. We have similarly taken 300,000 cowboy boots on Poshmark and circulated them. That's enough to outfit 1 out of 2 people who reside in Nashville today. So let's make it 1 out of 1. Let's make sure they can all get a cowboy boot together. Well, selling, that's what we all do. That's why you're here. We of course buy, but to justify buying, we have to sell. So let's sell together. Let's think about what are the things we've been doing around selling and around the selling tooling. So we've really delivered a lot of things over the last year. You're going to hear a lot more about it tomorrow as we get our technical team and our product team to be here. But I thought I'll highlight a few things. We've launched gift cards. We've launched sale notification sound, which seems trivial, but I know it was a very requested feature. We've made shipping discounts optional and offer to likers. We've updated Posh Show's auction times. We've got Posh Lens in Canada, shipping QR codes in Canada, and many, many more things that we've delivered. So we continue to enhance the product based on your feedback, based on innovation, based on industry trends, and continue to hopefully delight you as we scale the platform as a selling platform. There's 2 big things that we've launched in the last year. First is Promoted Closet. Who's tried Promoted Closet today? Well, Promoted Closet is a paid marketing tool. It allows you to really have your closet be shown in top of search results in many other pieces and allows you to sort of engage with the community in a more systematic, methodical way. It's become industry standard. It's something that we offered. We tried to make it as simple as possible. So we've made it so you just have to promote the whole closet, and the whole closet kind of gets shown appropriately. And what we've seen is that over the course of last year, as we tested and rolled it out just a couple of months back, more than people who use Promoted Closets get more than 80% boost in their clicks and 43% more sales, effectively before and after as we've sort of measured it. So it's a powerful tool and encourages more people to try it out. Again, it depends upon whether it fits your need or not. It's in a slew of different marketing tools we have, including sharing, offers, customer relationship management. But it is something that is very powerful, and it's something that people who are using are seeing considerable benefit. The second thing that we just launched in June is Posh Party Live, and that really brings Posh Shows and Posh Party together, where you can actually host shared shows, curate items, you can share your listings as you were, but also you can host shows within a party and curate items within a party. We've also introduced and we are testing out a selling feature which allows you to share your items directly into a party and into multiple shows at the same time rather than going to a specific show. So this takes the community selling power of Posh shows and community selling power of Poshmark to a whole new level. Just to give you a sense, as we've been rolling out Posh Party Live, 1 in 3 items that are sold in a Posh Party Live are not from the host, they're actually from other people's closets. Well, we continue to listen to your feedback, and we will be launching Posh Show host-sponsored giveaways. These are things that we've been asking for a long time, so you can now finally do that. There's designed for our incredible hosts. It's a new way for you to attract followers, grow your following, engage with your audience in multiple ways. And we're so excited to see how you're going to use it. And obviously, we always look to community to innovate, take us forward, and then you'll see us innovating on this feature as well beyond what we are launching initially. Well, I'm super excited about this feature. When we think about 10 years back, we started with mobile phone as really defining the future. Well, today, we are in the midst of an AI-driven revolution. Who's excited about AI? Who's scared? Well, I have to tell you a little story. I was in a place called Pompeii a few weeks back. And how many people have heard of Pompeii? It's an ancient city in Italy. And the whole city, 2,000 years back, was buried under volcanic ash. And about 100 years back, they found it, they unearthed it, and you can see the entire city there, right? Now, when you see a whole city, you see how people lived 2,000 years back. And many years back, I got a chance to visit Egypt, which is 5,000, 6,000-year-old civilization. Well, in that city, people were still taking selfies. There's pictures of men and women there that are preserved from 2,000 years back. There's restaurants where people have painted things like a McDonald's, like this is what you're going to eat, you order. There is people with multiple bedrooms and huge homes, 12,000 square foot home, 4-acre homes out there. So when you think about human race in so many ways is as stupid today as it was 2,000 years back and 5,000 years back. And AI ain't fixing it. So we have very, very amazing hope for our future that AI can become smart, but it can take over our stupidity. We will win because we are weird and we are special, right? So with that hopeful message, let's turn our attention to how AI can help us. AI is something that we want to imbue throughout our product. We want to make it a very powerful thing so it can save you time, it can save you effort, and it can make you much, much more effective. And so Smart List AI is our first major product that we are in the process of developing, perfecting, because models have to be trained and worked through, but it's available. And in fact, it's available to all of you. If you go to our Smart List AI station, they will activate you. And what you will see is a powerful tool, which the team has taken a lot of work, and they continue to iterate, that allows you to quickly turn your items into listings. And it is continuing to get refined, so it is in a process of evolution. But even after we launch it, it's something that's going to continuously learn and become very powerful. So we're excited to get your feedback. We are excited to try you. But if that's not enough, we've partnered with Rothy's. Who's heard of Rothy's? And everyone who tries Smart List AI will get a free pair of Rothy's. So very exciting. It's an amazing thing. And I would say it's the beginning of transformation of Poshmark from a mobile selling platform to an AI-driven selling platform. And I think what you will see is so many things that we want to do that we will do in partnership with you, transforming us from where we were to where we should be as we look into the future. And of course, transformations are never easy. I started doing yoga earlier this year, and I couldn't bend, and now I can actually touch my feet. So try to sort of bear with the patience. It took 7, 8 months to kind of get that flexibility, so it's going to take some time here. The next thing is, how do we get people who are still not selling on Poshmark? And so we thought about it, And we said, well, the way we do that is by connecting these people to all of you, but do it in a much more structured fashion, do it in a much simpler way. So we've been testing out a consignment service. And right now it's in just a couple of areas. And the idea is very simple. The idea is that when you want to consign something, so say I want to consign something, I want to sell something, but I don't want to sell it directly, you just press a button and a bag ships to you. You fill the bag with whatever you want, and it's a nice, big, zippered bag, and you can see it. I think there might be some places you can see it. Once the bag is filled, you just press a button in your app, and somebody will pick it up from your doorstep. And they pick it up from your doorstep, they take it to one of the sellers who signed up to be a PCP, a closet partner, and they sell for you, and then you split the proceeds. But unlike any other platform, this is still a very social architecture. So the closet, when you list the items, they're listed under the seller's closet, but they're also listed under the consignor's closet. So you will see Jenny is selling on behalf of Manish. And so that allows the co-branding to happen. It also allows, when you're shopping the closet, to see that this is from Manish, this is from somebody else, this is from someone else. And it allows people to participate in different ways and different ways to grow. So we hope this unlocks another 20 million closets that are all on Poshmark. So it's very exciting. If you're interested, I'm sure there's places that you can learn more about it. And we'll soon be announcing the first set of geographies that we are going to be testing it out. The early tests have been very powerful. I remember I was traveling and I've consigned a bag. I got my sale through the bag. I was like so excited. I said, this is what my sellers feel every day. It's like you're there. And then, of course, I went and promptly bought something and overspent that money already. The thing that we forget in all of these things is the people who are putting so much effort in putting this show together and who sort of tirelessly work every day. And I wanted to just take a minute to show gratitude and thank my team here. And so let's give them a big hand. They've been here, amazing team. And every one of them is working in the forefront, in the background. Some you see, some you don't. Some people are working day and night to make sure that the product is robust, that everything works, that they prevent fraud, they prevent operations, they make sure all the servers are working, they make sure it's a lot of different pieces that takes a complex marketplace to run. So I'm really grateful for them and really grateful for all of them who are here serving you. So please go say a hi to them. If you want to give them some tough feedback, it's fine, but then give them a hug too, please. I also, before I go here, I also wanted to make sure I give a big thanks to our sponsors. It costs a lot of effort, but it also costs a lot of money to put this show together. And obviously, you guys contribute to putting it together. We contribute to Poshmark, but we also want to thank the sponsors who also contribute to making this conference really amazing and really powerful. So let's give them a big hand as well, and please go say hi to them. So as I end this conversation, and we'll open it up for questions soon, I thought, given I'm sharing my genesis, and I grew up in India, so I thought I'll go back to someone, especially in this time where we are sort of so thinking about different things, the country is so much polarized. I thought I'll go back to a man who was actually led the country, he was the president of the country at one point in time, but he was also a scientist. And his quote, which is Mr. Kalam's quote here, is that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And in many ways, I wish for each of you to believe in the beauty of your dreams and have the dreams and succeed through that belief, through that power. I wanted to conclude by giving you sort of just a brief summary of how I think about the world and how I sort of think about the principles that have guided me throughout my life as an entrepreneurial journey. I think the first and the foundational principle to me is how you make decisions, how you look at the world. And it's interesting, we partner with a woman, Jenna Abdu, who is very young, but sort of a spiritual guru to me personally. She sends me these amazing things. She sent me something as I was walking up on the stage and thinking about many things. And one of the things that I've been thinking about is something fairly significant. And I've been thinking, as you think about something fairly significant as a change to the platform, you think about it, and then you go into some cycles of fear, right? And quite often when we are making decisions, we are thinking about two emotions. Most often fear, and sometimes greed. You know, fear is a sense that, what if I make this decision, lose everything I have? And greed is, how can I squeeze more out of this thing, right? But really, if you remove those emotions and move to the center point of love and think about what's the right thing to do, you will always come to the right conclusion. So with that, I want to promise you something. We've gotten a lot of feedback around our fee structure, and we've had the same fee structure for the last 12 years. And we've listened to that feedback. We're working on something, and we'll hopefully soon be able to announce some changes in a very positive way for all of you. And that is a decision that has caused me a lot of fear, a lot of greed, but I'm going to get to the point of love and make some good decisions here and get there. So that was a really good quote from Jenna that arrived this morning. So that's one powerful thing. I think the second thing is, when
Well, guys, it looks like they ended the live stream early for some reason.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Was it only 30 minutes?
Yeah. So
Did they just go to some relaxing?
I don't know.
I don't-
Really.
Okay, that was
That was very weird.
what are you guys thinking? Sinking in.
Yeah, is it sinking in yet?
So we're getting three things, really two, because last year they announced Smart AI. They are still working on it. That is a long-term goal. AI is always long-term. It's not a feature you turn on and off.
Yeah.
Posh show host sponsored giveaways.
Sponsored
Okay.
giveaways. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
Maybe we can use Poshmark gift cards now, because we were not allowed to do giveaways with those cards.
that's true. That's true. Who knows what they're gonna have for the giveaways?
If it's sponsored, who's sponsoring them?
Maybe other sellers.
Other sellers. What is it? Are we gonna have to sponsor our own, or you know what I mean? Let's see how that works.
Yeah.
And Poshmark Consignment Network is something I thought of. I thought it was gonna be. It sucked. It did suck, to be my personal non-Posh sidekick opinion. It sucked.
I had a feeling it was gonna be kind of bland today. I called that too.
So Poshmark Consignment Network, basically you ship it, someone else, another Posher will receive it. And I hope they take good pictures of your item. I hope they do it justice when they try to sell it. Will it come back to your closet? Will somebody be like, oh, I just bought a bag of your clothes? I don't know. We'll see how that works. They are doing that, I believe, in California for beta right now. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's if you want to work, the work is there.
Yes, more questions than answers. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Whatever their fee structure was an empty nothing. That meant nothing.
They should not have announced that. They shouldn't have said anything involving their fees. I think they wanted to get the fee thing out there so they kind of can keep up with the other platforms that are giving no fees, this discount on fees. I think they need to stay relevant in the game as far as fees, because every one of those other platforms are doing something with fees right now.
Yes, Depop, all of them, all of them. So they had to say something about fees.
Yeah. Thank you. I love that. One thing I could promise you guys is that Posh Sidekick and cross listing will stay state of the art. Our AI works way better than Poshmark's AI. And you can list on 9 different platforms with our AI. So that's a good thing. It will fill out all the fields for eBay, Depop, Mercari, Poshmark, all of those platforms. You'll be able to do that with cross-listing. And when we merge, it'll be even more powerful.
Promoted closets brought 43% more sales, apparently.
Yeah, that's not much.
That's a low number.
And that's not, I don't think that's very accurate. I don't think it's very accurate.
I've done promoted closets from Poshmark. I got nada.
Now, how much in clicks did you have to pay before you got that sale? 43%, but how many clicks did you have to pay for? You have to pay per click. It's not per sale like eBay. That's one thing they should do.
That's why the no fee commitment. That's kind of why I don't like Etsy. I think I'm suspended from Etsy for life because I haven't paid all that stuff.
I think we got scammed on Etsy.
Oh yeah, I got scammed on Etsy too. I just fell for that. You guys are amazing. This was 43% is super low.
You got to take that number 43% and you got to add together the amount of money that people are paying for clicks per click. I mean, it's just not worth it.
I don't know how I feel about this. At least nothing tragic happened. We can breathe. Nothing crazy has happened. We can go on with our day.
Yeah, they're not taking away an entire country like last year.
Yeah, a country, multiple countries.
Yeah,
$70.
$70, like that's and it can go over that $70 if you set it a certain way. But yeah, you do have to set a limit to your promoter closet budget, otherwise it'll just.
Oh man. Oh wait, I did. Yeah, that's right.
You're paying per click.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing no one's getting anything from promoted.
Yeah, it's not. It's gonna take.
It's worth a try. Look, I'm not saying not to try it. It's your business. Try it. It might work for you, but it's up to you to see what works for you in your closet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. I feel okay. Do you feel okay?
I feel okay with it. I feel like we're gonna offer a lot more than they will.
Nothing for Canada.
Yeah, nothing for Canada.
No bug fixes. Nothing about Posh Show accidental bits.
Yes.
Nothing there. Had to cancel. Go with the
Oh, Carla. Yeah, Depop wasn't working good for a while because they updated their end. You should try it now. It works fine for everyone. You probably were trying it when there was some updates on the Depop platform, but definitely try it now. It's worth it.
Wait a second. L Waters. Yet they will always announce the crazy decisions after Posh Fest.
Yes.
Hold tight. You're right. Now I'm stuttering. Now I'm choking up. Just hold tight, everybody. Posh Fest is not over. Wait a week. After the week, I think, when was Nevers announced? Nevers.
Like 2 years ago.
Nevers or Neighbor? Whatever.
Neighbor.
It was like 2 weeks after Posh Fest. I cried. I cried.
I couldn't believe they sold out to overseas company.
And I don't agree that Poshmark was like, as a community, we built this. You guys built this. Their $7 billion was from your money.
Yeah, this was a community built.
It wasn't their
software.
community. It was you guys. So everything you guys did grew Poshmark. So don't let it just. It's not Team Posh. It's you guys. So
yeah, what blows me away is they don't have an advertising campaign to the general public. Yeah, they don't have where people can just advertise on there, but
no coupon. Oh, they can, but
if you're interested in advertising on Poshmark itself, try Google AdSense, Google Ads. You can circumvent and just use Google Ads to advertise your stuff on Poshmark.
Yeah, on the sidebar. You can get on the sidebar.
We're on there.
I don't never see us, but apparently
we're there. No, we're there. It shows it to a select amount of people. You guys offer a bot for add to cart, maybe refer me to one. Oh, like a sneaker bot, kind of like a sniping bot, kind of for auctions. That's on my other business account. Does anybody have any suggestions for us? Any features you'd like to see us add as well? We're taking suggestions.
I have a feature I've been asking for forever. Am I allowed to say it?
Yes.
I want a color feature for color blindness. I want to be able to take a picture of my item and the item will come up with an HTML color code telling me exactly, maybe from Pantone or something, what the color is. Mike is color disoriented, color blind. So he listed a book bag on eBay. He was using a green light and he thought it was a regular colored light, like a light bulb. He was using a green light and everything was green and he had no idea.
We'll have that. We'll have that this year coming up.
I want handicap accessibilities.
Yes.
I really do.
Definitely. I agree with that. New sidekick, but liking it so far. Also, I'm so
bulk
happy.
editor feature. Bulk editor feature.
Guys,
come on already.
We have that.
Do we?
We're beta testing bulk features right now.
We are. It's not out yet.
It's not out yet, but we're testing a lot of things.
What about bulk image remover, background remover? Are we still working on that?
We have that. It's coming with the merge.
Still working on that, yeah.
Yes. I'd like to run my own card for your services when I'm ready without having to contact support on Sidekick. Yeah, I think we're adding also Apple Pay and a few other payment platforms to the merge, so it should be a little easier. Apple Pay, Google Pay. It'll be a lot easier.
Do you have the merge at all on your phone? You could show a little bit.
I don't know if I could stream it through here, but
I don't on my phone.
I'll be showcasing it in another week or two.
Yeah, we're tidying it up.
Guys, if you guys don't already know, we are working on an AI stock photo creator. We're almost done with it, where you could literally take a picture of your shirt, jacket, pants, and put it on a model. Put it on an AI generated model.
It looks so good.
So real. Right now, we have support for kids, plus size, any kind of skin tone, gender, hair length, color, anything you want, you can have it. Just what you could come up with in your imagination. You could set the scene, type out the scene that you want, wearing the item that's in your listing. And it's just so amazing. You know, model photos can increase sales by like 30 to 50%. So,
and you will not get in trouble for using someone else's stock photo.
Yeah,
which is terrible.
Sellers are getting banned from Poshmark because of copyright infringement. Even brands are suing sellers.
I've had cease and desist sent to me from Coach, actually.
Brands are suing sellers because they're using stock photos.
Nike.
This is eliminated, guys. You will own these photos 100%.
Yeah, they're yours, like yours. So.
Yes. We're giving you guys the ability to create your own stock photos with models wearing them. You won't need to hire a photographer. You won't need to hire models.
We have a preview, I think, on Cross Listing app on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Posh Sidekick app. We have a preview as well. But we're not keeping those images. Those are your images.
Those are your images. We do not own them. As soon as you generate them, they are yours. They're your
it's your art, if you want to say
art.
It. Yeah.
You know, it's not in the public domain. It's your personal copyrighted material. So anyone else using it, you can.
You're not yelling. We're Italian. I don't see as Caps is yelling.
Marta, removing background on multiple photos. It's funny you say that. We have just finished testing our bulk background remover.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
And our bulk background remover will remove from multiple photos at the same time. So, yep.
I wish I could automatically send a note. We had that feature. We had a commenting feature, but it seemed too body. It seemed spammy.
Yeah.
Some people were using it a little too much, and it was for security. We took it out. We don't put anything out that we don't think is gonna, we don't want anything to hurt your closet. We use it. I mean, my accounts go through it before anything. My personal accounts. So, Poshmark said you can't snipe. I was in Poshmark Beta UK, and they were telling people there's no sniping on Poshmark, but there is. You have up to the 2-second mark.
Do they increase the timer by 2 minutes
I think it's 30 seconds, or is it no? No, not on I'm on so many sites.
Yeah, we'll have to.
No, they don't. Not on Poshmark. No, you're thinking of Hided.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you could say use your caps.
Who cares? As long as I can read it, doesn't matter.
I'm probably yelling right now.
Regina, they said that. Yeah, guys, if you didn't hear about the fee structure, they said that they will be thinking about updating their fee structure in the future. So, 20% should be your starting point for your cost of goods. Yes, agreed.
So, is anybody upset that they did not pay to go to Poshfest so far?
Yeah.
What was it, like $300 nearly?
God, if we paid that $4,000 and I sat there through that, I would have just been so upset. Would have wanted to leave.
I would have stood up and yelled, "What about accidental bidding?" This is why I can't go to events, because I'm like the one with the bell in the town. I can't go to these events, and I wish I was there just to be like,
liar.
Yeah. I wish I was there, because I would absolutely stand up with a whole ass microphone and be like, "What is going on with accidental bidding?" They didn't bring up any bugs. They're not fixing anything, guys.
Nope.
They
We have a
didn't
whole
say they
video
were
about
fixing
that.
anything.
No.
Why?
If you guys didn't see our video, we just put out a whole video about the accidental bid bug kind of conspiracy that's going on.
Credit card fraud.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
They'll ban you because they think you're committing credit card fraud.
They did it to me for 2 months. They kicked me off of the app because I opened a
Case
for my credit card. It was for $800. You damn right I'm opening a
Don't
case.
ever open a case on Poshmark through your credit card, guys.
They didn't even
will
tell
ban
me.
you.
It took them, and they blocked me on Instagram.
Look, that's just one thing you don't do when you're selling on a marketplace. A lot of marketplaces are against that. You will get banned for that. But the reason why you're doing that is because they're charging you for no reason.
That's a long story. Anyway.
There's a whole video about it, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to chew your ear off with that.
So,
guys, thank you guys for coming. If there's anything else that you guys want to ask us, you could do that now, but no conspiracy is working for them. Yes, and they're not in a rush to take that off. They're not in a rush to repair that.
Because it's not an issue. Duh.
Yeah, it's not an issue. There's not enough people complaining about it, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They'll lose a lot of revenue.
Everyone's complaining. At least on Instagram, I see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of secret ways companies get extra revenue from you, and that's one of them.
But we're not here to hate Poshmark. We're really not.
Look, we're very grateful for them. We're protecting you guys. We want to protect you guys also. So.
You got Jen.
You got it, Jennifer.
Whatchamacallit? I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot now.
That's good. Guys, yeah, exactly. Money in their pocket. We'll be putting out more videos this week about what was said today. Erica will probably be making some content about it and her opinions. But thank you guys for joining in on our live stream. And yeah.
And you're all wrong. He did not come out with a hat or boots.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he came out with boots.
Yeah, I couldn't see.
I think he came out with one boot.
I couldn't see his.
He came out with one boot. Clearly, it was on screen. You saw it?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a boot on the screen.
There was a boot on the screen. Okay, wait. Jennifer Sanan. Let me take a picture. I'm really old like that. Hold on. Where are you at? I'm so old. You think I would be more tech savvy? Gotcha. Oakley dokley, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yes.
Millennial Mouse. This is why we're going to go to Aruba soon. It's because it's one person in this chat. I'm not going to point them out, but this one right here.
Yeah.
Spent their whole summer in Aruba. Now my daughter's like, when are we going to Aruba? I want to go on that swing. That's
Thanks. It. We're going to do it. Well, guys, thank you so much. We will see you guys soon.